Objection. 403. 403. I got a 403 objection. Compound. Objection. Compounding improper characterization. Objection. Narrative. Relevance. Improper opinion. Narrative. Objection. Sidebar. Objection. Vague. Objection. Foundation. Objection. Beyond the scope. Hearsay. Counsel testifying. Speculation. Cumulative. Asked and answered. Hearsay. Counsel's feeding the answers to the witness. Leading. Objection. Leading. Badgering. Privilege. Lack of foundation. Liability insurance. Privilege. Authenticity. Privilege. Objection. Privilege. Objection. Improper lay opinion. Objection. Lack of personal knowledge. Objection. Improper character evidence. Objection. Unfair prejudice. Objection. Narrative. Privilege. Authenticity. Mischaracterization of testimony. Objection. Reading from a document not in evidence. Objection. Argument. Objection. More prejudicial than probative. Objection. Assumes facts not in evidence. Best evidence. Nonresponse. Calls for speculation. Misstates evidence. Misquotes witness. Improper characterization of witness. Nonresponse. Arguing the law. Best evidence. Assumes facts not in evidence. Arguing the law. Misleading. Incompetent. Asking a question which introduces prejudicial or inflammatory evidence. Objection. Inflammatory. Calls for speculation. Best evidence. Repetitive. Badgering. Argumentative. Cumulative. Beyond the scope. Calls for conclusion. Arguing the law. Misleading. Incompetent. Objection. He's being a piece of shit, Your Honor. Objection. Incompetent. Objection. The witness is incompetent. Objection. The witness is misleading. Objection. Calls for conclusion. Objection. Cumulative. Beyond the scope. Foundation. Confusing. Ambiguous. Vague. Expert opinion. Speculation. Counsel testifying. Improper argument. Improper commitment. Going into the facts of the case. Objection. He's going into the facts of the case. That's not what we came to court here. We did not come to court to go to the facts of the case. 403, compound, improper characterization, narrative, relevance, improper opinion, hearsay, leading. Counsel's feeding the answers to the witness. Cumulative, asked and answered, speculation, counsel testifying, improper argument, improper commitment. As during the voir dire. Expert opinion, vague, ambiguous, confusing, foundation, beyond the scope, cumulative, calls for conclusion, argumentative, going into the facts of the case, sidebar, badgering, repetitive, arguing the law, misleading, incompetent, asking a question which introduces prejudicial or inflammatory evidence, calls for speculation, non-response, best evidence, assumes facts not in evidence, more prejudicial than probative, argumentative, argument, reading from a document not in evidence, mischaracterization of testimony, improper characterization of evidence, narrative, unfair, prejudicial, objection, prejudicial, lack of personal knowledge, objection, he's stupid, objection, he wasn't even there, lack of personal knowledge, objection, improper lay opinion, objection, he ain't no expert at shit. Objection, authenticity. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, privilege. Objection, liability. I don't know what the liability insurance. Liability insurance. So there's some common mock trial, real trial objections. Just objections. It's just a good language you could just build a nice culture of civilization around, right? Objection, leading.